Hello viewers, this is Liva Buhay again, your information TV, and this is your host Evelyn. Today I will be talking all about this famous air purifying plant inside your house, and they are called the Anthurium. I know that a lot of people are collecting Anthuriums, and I'm one of them. But my collection is not really very big, but I'm just giving information about things, taking care of your Anthurium. I know I had done a video before of one kind of Anthurium, and this is the one that is red. And it's a lot of them. It's a lot of different kinds of Anthurium. So as of now, I am not done. I think I would really love to collect much more of them. So the first one is like this. I cannot say all the names of these Anthuriums because I'm not so good in names actually. But anyway, I will just explain how different they are. As you see, most people will think that this one is a flower, but no, it's not. It's a leaf. The flower actually of the Anthurium is this one. This is the flower of the Anthurium. I have supporting text in this video that will give you the names and how it's being called. So as you see, these leaves are very different because they are really, the shape is still hard, but they are more of a pointed and narrow shape leaves. They are not much more of this kind because this kind of Anthurium, the leaves are really like heart shape, but this one is not really that heart shape. As you see, it's kind of pointed, it's almost look like a spade, you know. And I really like the color of this because it's more like it's kind of pink, and at the same time it's kind of red. So I am actually sharing information about how to propagate them, and I have a video with. So I recommend people who loves gardening, who loves plants, try to play my playlist, and you can find everything about garden and plants on my playlist gardening. So this is another kind of Anthurium. This Anthurium is not totally white. It's kind of a combination of like white and a little bit green, but as of now they are on their end period of this flower. So one of the very important thing I will tell you when it comes to Anthurium is like when you see that these flowers are already like this, you have to take them out, and instead you take all these flowers that are already destroyed, and in that way they will focus on growing more of their leaves. So I will take my scissor here so that you will really see how you do it, because sometimes please don't try to just pull them out because it can destroy actually. So we start from there, we take that one, and then we take this one there, and we take this one. They are done of their job. This leaves what was not so well. And you know what happened? Before the winter comes, if you expose your Anthurium to sun, they don't really like it. Anthuriums never like direct sunlight. They love sunlight, but not direct. So if you want to have them outside during summer, please try to hide them in a shadow area where they like the heat, because they are tropical plants, but they don't like when the sun is shining direct to them. They will burn their leaves, and in my own experience it happened. I get sad, but then Anthuriums are really very good plants because they really survive, you know. They are tropical plants actually, and they are just look up on this video and you can you can read much more of an information. I will take this one of this plant. So I will not be cleaning that now. I will do it later. Now we'll go to the next type of Anthurium, and it's this one. Isn't it beautiful? The thing with Anthuriums, if you want to know every name of the Anthurium, Google. My best friend Google has all of their names, and you just Google them and then you can really find. But sad to say, as I know, I love gardening, I love plants, but when you say about Anthurium, it's a lot of them. It's kind of 1,000 variety of Anthuriums, and they have names. Some people was able to put names on them, but I cannot remember actually all their names. So as you see, it looks like that. So it's really very nice. So the flower of this is actually this one. This one is the flower. So it's so nice. Now, the next one that I will show is a very common Anthurium, and it's the first Anthurium that I got. And this is the one that is red. The nice thing with this red Anthurium is that their leaves looks like, totally like a heart. It looks like that. It looks like a heart. See, they're very shiny. If people will ask, what did I do with my Anthurium? Even my sister is asking why my Anthurium are flowering a lot, even when they are inside the house. And it's just so simple. Some people are using artificial fertilizer to Anthuriums. They buy artificial fertilizers. I don't actually do it. I just use the natural fertilizer, and it means here in Sweden you can buy them, and I know you go to any plant store and they can recommend you. But of course it's okay, you can also buy an artificial fertilizer, but me, I go organic. I'm a very organic person when it comes to plants. I try that as much as possible. I give them organic fertilizers, so I never use artificial fertilizers. I only use the organic fertilizer. But the secret with Anthurium that you get a lot of plants and they grow very nice and healthy is that they have to be put in an area where they get sunlight. So in my place here, my windows are really, this house is a lot of windows, I mean glass walls, so it's more like the second floor of the house is more like every area of this is glass walls. So my plants really love it. It's because they get a lot of sunlight, and Anthurium loves it. And then another thing, not only the fertilizing thing is that, but you don't fertilize when it's winter. Never fertilize Anthuriums during winter. They only need fertilization during the spring and the summer. So during spring and summer, you can use fertilizers and apply fertilizers to them. Another thing that is very important with Anthurium, it's better that they are a little bit dry on their soil rather than you water them a lot. So when it's winter time, it's very good that before you water the Anthurium, you have to try to feel the soil. If it's still moist, please don't water them, because what will happen, the roots will get rotten and they don't like it. It's better they are a little bit dry than they are very wet in the soil. So that is the best tips that I can give you when it comes to Anthurium. So sunlight, but never direct sunlight. It should be indirect sunlight. So the next one that I will show you is this, and I will tell you, the one who saw it actually is my husband. When he learned that I am collecting Anthuriums, then he bought an Anthurium, because he himself, maybe some husbands, they only like electronics. My husband, he loves electronics, but he helped me in my plants. If he see a very interesting plant that is beautiful, he usually buy it for me, and which is very kind. And he likes plants. He loves to have a lot of plants in the house, but He doesn't like to water them or take care of them. So he's the one buying, but I'm the one who takes care of them. And, I love plants. So it's very good if you have a partner who is also helping you with your plants, even if they don't like watering them. But it's like they love to have plants inside, because some men, they never like to have plants. They think that having plants inside is just like, you're doing your area like a jungle. But my husband loves it. So the next one is this kind of Anthurium. Isn't it beautiful? When my husband saw it in a store, it was actually a grocery store, and he said, this Anthurium is really very beautiful. And mind you, they are really big, and these leaves can even grow. When this Anthurium, you let it grow in the area outside in your garden, and let it grow with a very big space, these leaves can really grow like an umbrella. Isn't it unbelievable? But yes, it's true. It can grow like an umbrella, and these white leaves there with a flower in the middle, they can really grow that very big. So when I got this, I only got this yesterday actually. So what I will do is I will let them grow as big, as much as possible. So as I said, growing Anthuriums, if you got them in a small container, transfer them in a big pot, because in that area you are encouraging the plant to grow wider, to create more roots, and that is really very good for them. They love it. So as you see, this Anthurium, they are very nice, and their flowers are really great. So enjoy looking at it. Some people will ask, if you want to plant an Anthurium and you don't have a sunlight, it's hard for you to get a sunlight. I will tell you, in the first house that I have, which I only have this Anthurium, they were anyway flowering a lot. And even the winter time here in Sweden, our daylight is very short when it's winter. But what I had is that during the time I had an artificial light. There are actually artificial light that is very good for the plants, and they love it. They can really grow. So I will recommend that you can have an artificial light. But as much as possible, anyway, all houses or whatever you live in, you always have a window. So try to just prioritize that your Anthurium can stand there near the window. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 5 kinds of Anthurium, and I will not be stopping. I will have more and more of this Anthurium. Now, the last one that I will talk about is this Anthurium, which is very different. The other leaves of the Anthurium, it looks like this. It's kind of, sometimes it can be a little bit different when you watch the video, but actually in reality, they look like more of a dark red purple. And their flower, which is this one in the middle, is kind of, like dark green. So this Anthurium is really very different. And I will really see to it that I can propagate a lot of them. So as you see now, in this area, I have a lot of sunlight, because during this time, I think it's around 10 o'clock in the morning. And in this area, I really can have a lot of sunlight there. It's the sunlight here. So that is why I will be transferring. I will put all my Anthuriums in this area of the living room, and the others I have to transfer it. So that is all about my Anthurium. If there's something else you wonder about Anthurium, please just write your comment down there, and I will see to it that I will come back and give you my answer. Thank you so much for watching. This is Liva Buhay, your Information TV, saying again, bye-bye.